Well. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Love, Death, and Movies podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Harry. With me, of course, is the pride of the West Coast. I should come up with a different name every time, but I'm very lazy. Pride of the West Coast, Ash First Movies. Ash, how are you? It's been a while. It's been a
I
good
like
7 days.
I like the name, so it's fine. And yeah, I'm great. Can't complain. I have 4 days off and I'm in a good mood. So
Hell yeah, we love that.
yeah. How are
Well,
you?
I'm great. I'm good. I'm keen to talk about this film. I'm very,
Yes.
very excited. I'm very excited to enter a new month as well because here at the Love, Death, and Movies podcast, internet's number one in-depth review show. Each and every week, we pick a film out of our watch list or out of your watch list and we completely dissect it. Each and every month, there's a different theme. We just finished the month of sports films. Last week we had a great episode with one Cam Walsh, one of the most handsomest mans on the internet, talking about Talladega Nights. And this week we enter our April month, or a month of April, of course. And we always thought this is when we were starting the year of all the different genres, and like it kind of makes sense with the year being 2024. April starting with A24. So every week this month, we're going to be doing an in-depth review of A24 films. They're not all going to be like the ones that you straight away think of because we kind of want to highlight the ones that aren't really talked about enough. So you're probably not going to see stuff like Hereditary, Ex Machina, Moonlight, etc., etc. But you are going to hear from ones that we love, particularly this one that we're talking about this today, which is Jeremy Saulnier's Green Room from 2015. I love this film first off. But before we get into Green Room, Ash, how's your week? Tell me about your week. What's happening? Tell me the highs, tell me the lows.
Okay, let's see. This week, the highs are that I have the next 4 days off. That is definitely the highs. The lows just works kind of stressful. This month was just pretty crazy, but it's going to be a new month when I go back next week. So looking, on the bright side there. Also starting a bathroom renovation, so that's been a bit stressful having to pick out vanity and flooring and mirrors and all that fun stuff, home ownership. Love it.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, that's pretty much been my week. How
That's
about you?
That's great. I just realized that I hadn't turned any of my lighting on, so midway through it, my face
I
was lit
saw
up.
that.
Yeah, my bad. So video watchers, you'll be able to see it, but nothing happened to audio listeners. Yeah, my week was good. I also have 4 days off. Thank you, Jesus. Really appreciate it. But we love Easter. We in Australia we've got the Friday and the Monday public holidays, so everyone, at least I think in Australia, or at least my state, has a 4-day weekend, which is awesome. But yeah, so that was good. I got to go to the premiere of Godzilla and Kong. People review I'll spend 15 seconds on this. People reviewing this movie and going into depth with the narrative and the script, that's your fucking fault. I'm sorry, if you go into this movie not expecting a couple of action figures clanging towards each other, I had fun with it. It's not good, but it's I was thoroughly entertained throughout it. Go in it not sober. But what else I did? I think work was good. I feel like something else big happened. No, it doesn't matter. It'll come to me. Probably nothing. It was probably
Just shout it out
it's
whenever you
probably a
think of
life or
it.
death situation. But at this moment, who really cares? This week we're talking about Green Room from 2015. Quick synopsis: a punk rock band becomes trapped in a secluded venue after finding a scene of violence. Ooh. For what they saw, the band themselves become targets of violence from a gang of white power skinheads who want to eliminate all evidence of the crime. But Ash, before we go into our reviews, before we go into our deep dive, I've got a little something for you. Throughout this whole film, there was one question that kept getting asked towards each character.
Knew you were going to ask this.
Yeah. What is your desert island band? So Ash, what is your desert island band?
I thought about this a lot. And I have two different types. I have one that's just like the band that I love the longest, that I will always say is my favorite band, and that's Queen.
Nice.
But lately, and like for the last 5 years, like when I just want to listen to something and I just could never get sick of it, it's John Mayer.
Oh, good pick. No, that's a good pick.
So can't go wrong with either.
I love that. Mine would be I've got a Foo Fighters tattoo.
Right? You've been to like 17 concerts.
Yeah, I'm addicted to them. So I always have to say Foo Fighters. It's just the one band I probably listen to every single day. But if we're going solo artist as well, throw in Adele in there. I fucking love Adele or David
Right.
Bowie, one of them. All right, but I love Adele. That's a little fun fact about Harry on this podcast. I'm a massive fan of Adele.
Love that.
But Ash, I know you're asking who else. What is everyone else's desert island band? So I went
Who
around.
asked movie talk?
I went around movie talk. I went around with my little panhandling little cup, and I was like, "Bring them out, bring them out." So I got a list of what everyone has said. So Tyler Whitmore, friend of the show, Trivia 10. I'm the king there. I'm not there to take part. I'm there to take over Tyler. He went with what I think is a fantastic answer, which would probably be my next best of a band, ABBA. ABBA.
And he talks a lot about how he listened to that a lot with his sister and his mom, I think. He loves Mamma Mia, so
Man,
makes
ABBA,
sense.
ABBA rules. Alex Coleman has said. Wait, I got to bring up the actual photo of Alex Coleman's because it needs picture reference. He said the backyardigans, which is he sent me the photo of these dudes.
Ah, yes.
Never heard of them before. If not them, then Coldplay. Good on him. Kevin Smith, aka Movie Review Man, friend of the show, said Queen. Seth Film Reviews has said Massive Attack, which I didn't think anyone else knew, and I listened to Massive Attack, and then we had a good bonding moment.
Not familiar.
Eki has said The Smiths.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, it's a great pick. Byron has said I Am Giant. I'm not familiar with them, but
Oh, isn't that like a metal band?
I might be. Yeah, I looked them up. They're not like they didn't seem too big, but like I listened to them. I'm like, yep, this sounds like what Byron listens to. J Rao. I love this answer as well. Nirvana. What I'm already seeing is so much. What's it called? Diversity. There's a lot of diversity. Marta. Talk about diversity in terms of what her desert island band. I just got to bring up the pronunciation because she sent it to me. Marta, we love you. Krua Ningbin. Yeah, Krua Ningbin.
Okay.
So I sent her. Hopefully, my mic can pick this up. Let me know if my mic picks this up. If it doesn't, I'll cut it out. But this is me. Krua Ningbin. I'm trying to get the. Krua Ningbin. This is what I sent to her. Krua Ningbin. Krua Ningbin. Krua Ningbin. Krua Ningbin. Krua Ningbin. Krua Ningbin. ABBA. Yeah.
Great job, Harry.
So yeah, Marta, we've got to have you. Marta's coming back in the next couple of weeks as well. Spoilers. Glenn Movies TV said Oasis. Pat, friend of the show, says Thin Lizzy.
Drippy.
Yeah, says Thin Lizzy. Love that pick. I love Thin Lizzy. I went back to it. I was just like, fuck yeah. Brad Stern says either Queen or Arctic Monkeys. Love that. Very, very English band. I love that. Cam Walsh, friend of the show. Zach Bryan. We knew Cam was a country man.
Zach Brown or Zach
Bryan? Zach Bryan.
Oh.
Zach Bryan, isn't he? Yeah, he's like one of the biggest country.
I'm not a country girl myself.
Yeah. He's huge at the moment. He's not sure how old he is, but he's youngish, but he seems like he's absolutely killing it. And apparently he's this dude.
I just looked him up. Yeah,
he's a handsome chap, you know. And then friend of the show, Dora. I think Dora's got the best response. She goes, "I thought about this. Does this count? The Hans Zimmer musical, the Hans Zimmer orchestra. Sorry, like great pick."
Such a Dora answer.
Amen. Well, that's everyone that we know, or at least got back to me in time. Desert Island Band. I did ask this like 24 hours ago, so it was like crunching time. But I feel like we got everyone that answered. We really do appreciate it. But let's get into Green Room, which is Anton Yelchin's last theatrical movie to be released before his death. He died on June 19th, 2016. So this whole everything we talk about, I'm sure we can both agree it's an absolute waste of talent.
Rest in peace.
Absolute rest in peace. He was something special, and even just in this film, he just created this character that very much like you zoned in on and was incredibly captivating. And he was incredibly talented.
Yeah.
So, part 1, the opening act.
I see what you did there.
Thank you. 4 friends, Pat, Sam, Reese, and Tiger, wake up in a van. They've been sleeping with the engine on all night. They quietly ride their bike to a load of parked cars and siphon gas, and you instantly know that these guys are cool, but to be honest, this already makes me miss Anton Yelchin. They hit the road after that. The band, which we find out has the name The Ain't Rights, meets up with a guy named Tad. Great. For an interview in his apartment for his radio program. I found this a bit odd, where he's like, yo, go stay in my apartment. I'll see you tomorrow. I thought that was
Mm-hmm.
weird, but maybe it's
Definitely weird.
I thought it was maybe an American thing. You guys over there,
No.
you guys just you know what you do. You
I
put
think it's
maple
a
syrup.
desperate rock band thing, where they don't want to sleep in a car, so they're just
No.
willing to stay wherever.
Okay, I thought it was like how you got the chicken and waffles that like pair up and it's a bit weird. I thought it was something like that again. They discuss how they don't like don't like to market their band like normal bands. No social media, nothing like that. They just want their music to do the talking. He asked the band what their desert island band would be. Reese, Sam, and Tiger think about theirs, but Pat can't. After the interview, the band plays a gig, but the pay is barely decent, split up between the four of them. Tad then tells the band that they got a gig. If they want a gig, his cousin has a spot that he works at, and the pay is better. The crowd at this gig is described as a whole different manner, but Tad tells them not to talk politics with them and to stick to their newer music, the more hardcore rock stuff. This should be a red flag, but they're a desperate band trying to go on tour. Part 2, the show starter. They travel to the venue, and the one thing I immediately noticed from this is the complete green around them. I know it's probably
Yep.
not to say there's like a called green room. I mainly see that as this is in the middle of the woods. It's completely isolated. They're completely away from society. There is no one there to help them, sort of thing. That's how I saw it. Yeah, no one there. No one there. No one is near them. But the crowd there is very, 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 very white.
I think you
Um,
missed the very.
I did. Sorry. The crowd there is. They meet with Tad's cousin, Daniel. And he's just a barrel of laughs, automatically, instantly aggressive, and you just do not feel safe around him at all. You're already kind of off guard.
Mm-hmm.
They misspelt the name of the band, and it's called the Aunt Rights. The green room is, or they enter the green room. You can see everywhere across the green room. It's completely covered in Confederate flags and how do I say this without getting doxxed? German radical far right movement signs.
Mm-hmm.
They go up to play a cover of That Word Punks Fuck Off, which doesn't go well with the crowd. Then they play a different song, and it still doesn't really go well with the crowd, but the crowd's jeering, and that's kind of it. After the show, the band gets their money, and we're about to head out. Sam forgets her phone in the green room. Pat goes to get it. When he enters, he sees two people, a man named Worm and a woman named Amber. Amber, played by Imogen Poots, who is fantastic in everything she's in. I love you, Imogen. I love you. Standing over the body of Amber's friend, Emily, who's dead with a knife in her head. Or automatically kind of creeps you out. Pat freaks out and runs out the door while calling 911. Bad move. Bad move. Two bouncers, Big Justin and Gabe, force Sam, Reese, Tiger into the room. Their phones are taken away while Justin holds them at gunpoint. The tension is so damn high. Ash, what do you think about the beginning of this film?
Oh my gosh. So much just happened and all of everything you just said.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, this movie. This is the second time I've seen it now. So the first
Same.
time I watched it,
Same.
I feel like I was just sort of absorbing obviously everything for the first time. And this time I felt like I was able to just sort of connect like immediately. Because you're not kind of like waiting to what's going to happen next kind of feeling. But yeah, I think for me, things that stand out is just like this tone and the colors of the movie from the beginning. There's like a green filter over the movie the entire time, which I think is really interesting. They're obviously like near Portland, Oregon. That's not that far from me. It's just one state above, and it's just green and beautiful in Oregon all over the place. So it kind of fits the setting really well. Like you said, it means more than just the literal green room that they get stuck in. It's everything around them. They're kind of trapped in this place, and there's green in almost every shot, which I think is really cool.
It's very cool.
I'm just a sucker for that kind of stuff in movies, so I think it's very, very well done here. I do think the second and third chunk of the movie get better and better.
Yeah.
The beginning's a bit slow build, but I think it's important to get to know them as people a little bit and obviously set the tone for this place they're going to be in. And you could never really imagine what's going to happen to them the first time you watch it, just from this moment you just ended on. Like you think, okay, it's not going to go well, but you don't expect what actually happens.
No,
Which it just blows your mind.
Even after, like slightly after this, when everyone around them, everyone working at that venue, is incredibly like kind to them and off-putting in a way, which I go into that for sure. But that's kind of like what I get from this. I also like the fact that the characters don't see the sun again until they're safe. So they go into
Wow.
the
Yeah.
venue when the sun's out, and they come out when the sun's out, and that's when they're safe. Because they come out during the night for a second, and then they
Yep.
have to run back in. I just find that pretty interesting. I'm not sure if that's done on purpose or that's just a coincidence sort of thing. Knowing filmmakers, especially Jeremy Saulnier, sorry. He did the movie Blue Ruin. If you haven't seen that, I love Blue
I have
Ruin.
not.
Watch Blue Ruin. Blue Ruin's great. If you like Green Room, you'd love Blue Ruin.
Yeah.
Um,
Sorry, just to add on
no,
real
of
quick
course.
too, since we didn't talk about our general thoughts
Oh, of
on
course.
the
I
movie,
completely
but
skipped over
just
that.
on Anton Yelchin for a second. Yeah, so when I just sidebar story a little bit, but when I was in high school, I watched Charlie Bartlett for the first time, and that was my first like introduction. Have you seen that movie?
Yeah,
My first introduction to him, and I just like there was just something about him. I was like, this guy, he's got talent. Like he
he's
is going to be
something,
a
right?
big actor. And I just, oh, it just breaks my heart every day just because like his death was such a like random,
Uh,
crazy occurrence that you never expect to happen. And yeah, I still believe to this day that he would have been up there with the greats. I think he's so immensely talented. And yeah, we'll talk about him throughout the episode,
we
but
will for sure. Well,
just had to touch on that for a second.
I wholeheartedly agree. He's one of those actors that like is so unique in a way that like the way he talks, the way he acts, and everything. He's no one could do it but him, sort of thing. You know what I mean? Like
Yep.
you got like a bunch of like an absolute array of actors working nowadays that can be fit into any single role. Anton Yelchin wasn't that. Anton Yelchin was like he was the type of actor that you would build a movie around, sort of thing. Which
He kind of reminds me of Heath Ledger a little
I
bit.
was
Like
about to
there's
bring
just
up Heath. Yes,
yeah, it's a
absolutely. Yeah.
similar feeling that
Yep.
it's like they aren't in these huge big blockbusters. Like obviously Heath Ledger was the Joker, but I don't feel like Anton Yelchin besides Star Trek was in anything major and massive like scale wise.
No,
But you remember them still because it's what they bring to everything that they do.
it's a good point. Yeah, he wasn't in that much, but what he was in, he left a massive impact.
Yeah.
Because like he owns this film. Like shout out,
Yeah.
Imogen Poots is a badass motherfucker in this film.
He is.
She is, but Anton is just like is the rock
Yep.
throughout this entire film. But yeah, sorry, I completely skipped over
Oh, it's okay.
our original thoughts, but I think we can both agree that we both love this film.
Yeah.
And it's like one of the most underappreciated A24 films. It's a great
Agreed.
little like. Would you call this horror? Like
I thought about this a lot. I think it's horror because some of the kills are pretty brutal, and
that's
I
true.
also think that it's like psychological thriller, horror thriller.
Yep.
Definitely a thriller, but I think it definitely has like psychological and horror elements to it.
Yeah, for sure. Like, I'd definitely say psychological thriller, bordering on horror, but like, I wouldn't be offended if someone called this horror because I agree. Like,
Yeah.
especially what like everyone's seen this film now. That listen to it. What happens to the bloke's arm is nuts. Like, that
Right.
alone. We'll get to it.
Let's get into part three here.
The part three, the intermission.
Mm.
The mood here is what makes this movie so damn great for me. Gabe is so calm and at face value is kind, but that for me makes it even more unsettling. The way he's like, "God, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Just give me your phone, it's okay." Like nothing like that.
He's a little man too.
He is. He's got short man syndrome for sure. I would destroy him. Gabe gets two young skinheads to stab each other in response to the 911 call as officers arrive. I think that's a pretty smart idea. But Worm, the bouncer that killed the woman, turns to the. Oh, I said bad, it's band. I just completely threw me off. Worm, the bouncer that killed the woman, turns to the band before leaving and praises their set, saying it was great. Asking for the title of the second last of the entire set. Toxic Evolution. That's fucking hard, man. That's the one I did her to, indicating that he murdered this girl to that song and took pleasure in it. The club's owner, Darcy, played by Patrick Stewart, which might be one of the best horror castings I've ever seen, because it's so weird, and I love it, arrives and he says the band needs to be dealt with. His calmness is haunting. Fun fact here for you, Ash. I know you're asking, Harry, where's the fun fact? It's coming. Fun fact, Sir Patrick Stewart said in an interview that when he finished reading the script at his country home in England, it was so terrifying that he locked his house, turned on the security system and poured himself a scotch. He then knew that he wanted to play the Darcy Banker role because a character that horrifying would be an incredible challenge and make for a compelling movie. Well done, Sir Patrick. The band attacks Justin, the big bouncer, and also known as Big Justin, and takes his gun. With Reese pinning him down and threatening to break his arm, they let him up, and Reese holds the gun at him. Like, Reese is just holding the gun at him. The club experiences a power outage, inciting a brief panic between the group until Amber turns on her lighter, sparks up a cigarette, which she gives to Big Justin, and I love this, and tells the band, watch the cherry in case anything suspicious happens, which is the red of the cigarette. I love that little saying. I think that's really cool. The lights then go back on, and Darcy clears the audience out of the bar. He orders Daniel, Tad, Cousins to get 4 other red laces. These are mysterious. These are the members that obviously are the most hardcore and most trusted. I've actually got a fun fact for that. I can go in. We go back to the red laces later on. I'll do that then. Yeah, we can continue on. The part 4, the door charge.
Not ready.
I wonder what he's going to do. Darcy stands outside the green room calmly discuss with the band on how to handle this situation. They agree to hand over the gun but keep the bullets. Pat still remains calm, suspicious as Darcy says the cops have come and gone. They're not coming back. Something here just does not feel right. Just the calmness of Darcy's voice. There is zero aggression in it. It's haunting to me. Quote, if you don't handle the gun, it won't end well. Pat gets ready to hand Darcy the gun outside the room as Darcy claims that there is no one else with him. This proves to be a lie when Amber sees a pair of feet through the vent. Before she can warn him, Reese tries to attack Darcy with a rod while Pat's arm gets slammed and absolutely cut horribly.
Oh.
Then the door is shut and you hear her, this will all be over soon, gentlemen. Reese pins Justin back down, snaps his arm, then places him in a chokehold until he passes out. Amber then finishes him off by cutting him open with a box cutter.
Yeah, this is definitely a horror film, Harry.
Yeah,
Come
it
on.
is. Reading back through it, absolutely. Shit has well and truly gotten real. So we'll stop there. These scenes, Ash, of like, again, this is why I love, I'm a close setting slut. I love close setting movies so much.
A phrase I never thought I'd hear on our podcast.
I fucking love a close setting so much, where so much happens in like one room or one little venue. This entire scene.
You do love that.
This entire scene is literally a doorway. It's for like maybe 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes of just this discussion through this door. And he puts his arm out. You don't see it happening, which I think is fucking important.
Yes.
Because it's the image in your mind of like, how do they do that? Was it like machetes or something? Like, that's even more horrifying. But him coming back and it's like flopping everywhere. Like this one little room, so much horror happens in, I think is so good. What do you take away from this?
I have chills. I don't know what you want me to say right now. This might be where the movie really like picks up for me. I think this is like the epitome of like just amazing horror, psychological, like terror, just close setting. I could go on. I mean, the scream that he lets out when you first realize what's happened. Again, this talented man, like, it's so believable. It feels like this movie feels like it could happen. That's what's so terrifying about it. It's not like these paranormal horrors or like slashers where it just feels very unrealistic. This one is really like, it's real, and the characters feel very real. The movie's very grounded. Like, how he's injured feels like something that could actually happen in that scenario. So watching him walk with his arm just like dangling, and they, are trying to take care of him, and he's just screaming. It's like heartbreaking, but like gives me like I'm like, my heart's racing like in that scene, and that's what you want to happen in a movie like that. So
sure.
I think this chunk of the movie is just like flawless. The more we talk about this movie, I feel like I'm going to raise my rating, because I'm already just like,
I'm on 4. I don't know what I'm on, but I'm kind of with you here. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So that's my thoughts. I'm all jumbled up because this scene just gets me all
for sure
flustered.
No, you bring that point up. I think that's a fucking great point of like how this feels so real, and it is, because this wasn't supposed to happen. Like if it was like a thing where like they came in and did a performance, and then they just straight away they're trying to murder them, and it's like, well, what? Because you've got paper trail of them coming, but like they want to pay them and get them out. Like absolutely, like they're like, this is a full running business. Backroom is a like really shady shit, like a heroin,
Yeah.
whatever it's called, manufacturing place,
Yeah.
and like it's obviously a movement as well, a political movement underneath that. But like it does feel real because this band was in it was like wrong place, wrong time sort of scenario, but like
Mhm.
at the most epic side of it. But yeah, that's a very, very good point. I wholeheartedly agree. Part five, the headliner. While Darcy and the skinheads go to plan to get how to get rid of them, the group starts to break through the floorboards for a way out. This leads to them to a bunker where the skinheads run a heroin operation. There is no exit down here, so the group returns to the room above them. Tiger helps wrap Pat's arm in duct tape. With no other options, the group plans to make a run for it while arming themselves with some kind of weapon. Quote, "We just can't go missing. They need us to be found." I think that, there's so many good
Such a
lines in
good
here.
line.
Yeah,
Does Reese say that line?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Before they make a run for it, they all actually answer the Desert Island Band. Do you remember any of their answers?
Oh my God. I'm blanking really
No, no,
hard. I
that's
feel
all.
like
I got
once you
them.
say it, I'll remember it.
Simon and Garfunkel,
Yeah.
Prince. I
Hmm.
think I'd still say the Misfits. And then Pat still doesn't know, and Amber's like, "What the fuck are we doing?" And then they're walking away, and Amber whispers, "Madonna, or
Yeah.
Slayer," like, which I think,
Basically the same thing.
yeah, exactly, same energy. Fun fact: I always thought the "Murder on the Dance Floor" was a Madonna song. I'm stupid. It makes it. It
Yeah.
isn't. Tiger and Reese run out. This is but I hate reading this. Tiger and Reese run out, but Tiger gets his throat ripped out by a pit bull, and Reese gets stabbed to death when he tries to climb out the window. I think the stabbing to death was the most horror because he's gotten out, but it's automatically
Dude.
gets tripped up and just automatically.
Especially
Um,
because he was so like willing to be like stand up for the group from the beginning. He was kind of the one that like was not afraid
yeah,
from
yeah.
the get-go. So it is really brutal.
When the dog turns on Amber, Pat saves her by putting a microphone next to the speaker to give off a high pitched noise. They retreat back to the room. The body of Reese is dragged out the front and in front of Darcy. He is still breathing. Quote, "Let him breathe. Later is better for a time of death." Oh, he's
Ugh.
so good. Part six, the showstopper. Pat, Amber, and Sam. Wait, who's Sam? Have to stay in the room.
Girl.
The girl.
The girl in the
Yeah,
band.
of course. Yeah, sorry. It's just they haven't made many notes on her. It's just a completely new character for me.
Yeah,
Just
she's
spawned.
the last one. Yeah, she's the
Yeah,
last one.
yeah. Spoilers. Yep.
Sorry.
No, no, no. Everyone's seen it. Daniel and Gabe go to the room where Amber tells Daniel that Worm killed Emily when Worm learned that Emily was going to run away with Daniel. And now Darcy's going to pin her murder on the band. There can be no way out of this movement. It seems. So that also gives another great little like reflection towards the inner sanctum of this movement. It's much more of a
Mhm.
cult than we all presumed. Daniel guides the three downstairs to get some guns, but Daniel gets a buckshot to the face courtesy of a skinhead. Pat then kills a skinhead with a machete, and the three run outside with a shotgun facing the skinheads. Darcy tells them not to shoot Amber. Sam gets shot in the leg and then gets absolutely mauled by a pit bull, kind of off screen. Pat and Amber go back to the room, now both frightened and tired. Quote, "We're never getting out." Quote, "I can't die here with you." So don't. I love that. Pat tells an anecdote about a paintball tournament he participated in, which he compares to his current situation. As he's outnumbered in both scenarios, he and Amber have to come up with a plan to survive. So, what do you think about this? This like kind of like it's not really too much to talk about here. It's kind of like tension so brooding, but the introduction of the pit bulls, which is just a whole nother level of horrifying.
Yeah. Yeah,
Um,
I mean, I think that watching dogs be taught to attack people is just horrendous. I love doggies, and yeah, it makes me sick to my stomach. Brutal scenes. I think that the special effects, the practical effects in this movie are really good.
yeah,
Yes, at times it may look a bit like the arm was not 100% realistic, but I think for the most part, all the like effects, even the shots you get of the body, like after the dog goes at the neck of the one bandmate. I think it looks super
Tiger.
realistic.
I think it was Tiger. Yeah,
Yeah, which I always appreciate that in these types of movies when you don't get like over the top like CGI or just like weird practical effects. So I really like that they went really like authentic with it. But yeah, really quickly on Patrick Stewart, it's interesting that you love it so much because I saw a lot of people, friends with on Letterboxd, so that was like their least favorite part of the movie, that they
Really?
like couldn't believe that he was unbelievable as this kind of character, and so I was like starting to question my own opinions on it. But I think he's really menacing. He's almost
Yeah.
like he's calm on purpose.
Yeah.
Um, Someone like that wouldn't be like some hard ass that walks in and is like big muscle. Like it's just he's not that guy.
He
Like
has
the
to.
guy who's
He has to
yeah.
keep society on his side.
Hmm.
He sees it with like interactions with the police and stuff that like he
Yeah,
can't come off as an aggressive brute. Like
exactly.
otherwise they will have problems. In order to completely function this like movement, this secret movement in this shack that like I don't know, it's not that secret. Everyone that is doing bad shit in town's probably going to
Hmm.
that place on a Sunday. Um like you have to be the way that Patrick is. I think he's perfectly casting because I agree with you. It's so off putting.
Yeah.
Like you're talking to a guy that's like at first you're like, oh, this guy's calm, he's very level headed, it should be fine. And then he goes and you see him go and talk to the other guy, like his own skinheads, his own crew,
Hmm.
and it's horrifying. It's like he's like completely like change in movement where he's just like only use blades. No, we like if you use if you use bullets, make sure it's no more than two because you're gonna have to dig out them yourself. And it's like this is really fucked up, Patrick.
Yeah.
What are you telling me, Patrick? I also think that this is what Patrick is like in real life. But no, I'm joking. Patrick's probably not
Yeah.
there.
No, to me it reminded me a little bit of the same vibe I get with like Walter White in Breaking Bad. Like just there's a certain calmness that takes place with somebody who can do so many horrible things, but you don't necessarily like you don't want that to be at the forefront of their demeanor. So I think it's great casting, but I just thought that was interesting that a lot of people kind of thought that was a reason to not like the movie. So, anyways, this section, I think you're right. There's not much more to say, but the paintball speech and pep talk, that whole bit
Oh,
is
that.
like probably my favorite thing of the whole movie. I just, the way he progressively portrays getting weaker and weaker physically, but like mentally and emotionally, he's getting stronger and like ready to fight back and not give up. I love that like juxtaposition, I guess, of like physically he's like should be on the way out, but mentally he's ready to
Yeah.
get out of there. So I think it's really cool to watch throughout the film.
Hell yeah. Part 8, the final song. But there's part 9 as well, don't worry. Um, Gabe gets given red laces. Yay for Gabe. We here love promotions. So well done, Gabe. So fun fact, red bootlaces are mentioned a couple of times and only reference to people who are allowed to know what's going on. And once a character earns his red or her red laces, so red lace boot color is an important signal in the skinhead culture, indicating the wearer has shed blood for the skinhead movement. Racist skinheads will often randomly attack non-whites to earn their red laces. That's nuts.
My face
Um,
doesn't.
yeah, nuts. Darcy sends two skinheads into the green room to kill Pat and Amber. They find Pat yelling nonsensical.
Nonsensical.
Yep. They find Pat yelling random stuff now, now with his head shaved and his face painted black. Who is that? Odin himself. Such an out of pocket fucking quote. I thought that was funny. He hops into the bunker and one skinhead follows. This is a trap. Yeah, no shit. You want to go tell Darcy? The other skinhead sits above, keeping watch, unaware that Amber is hiding in the couch. She crawls out and slits the skinhead's throat with a box cutter. The first skinhead looks for Pat with his shotgun. Amber distracts him by throwing the bodies of Emily, Justin, and the second skinhead down. Pat seizes the chance to grab the skinhead's gun and they fight for it. Amber descends with the gun of the skinhead. With the gun of the skinhead, she's killed. Shoots the other one in the head. Dead. Incredible. One shot to the head, one shot to the head. Weirdly, really clean. That's what I said
Yes.
here. I was like, boom, boom. I was like, that's
She's a little too good at the
yeah.
killing
That's what I
part
mean.
too.
I was just like, I was like, you've done this before,
Effortless.
for sure. I also love this scene. I didn't put it in this. I love this scene of how she's counting the bullets. Of like he
Yes.
shoots, she goes two more, two more.
Yeah. The,
I
the,
love
the
that.
communication they have going on is
It's
great.
great because he's like obviously probably freaked out. but she's like much more level-headed.
Yes.
So Gabe goes to the room as Pat and Amber make their way back up, remorseful for what he's done. He says he wants to go to jail. Pat and Amber force him out the door with their guns pointed at him. They leave the club as the morning comes and the sun has risen. They leave Gabe to find a phone while Pat and Amber go into the woods. Now I've got the last part here. I should just go through the last part, just to kind of clean up. Part 9, the encore.
Ooh.
Thank you. The two come across Darcy and the other two skinheads trying to dispose of Sam, Tiger, and Reese's body, trying to come up with another story while they're also planning to blow up the van by putting a burning rag into the tank. Pat and Amber find them and shoot the henchman. Pat asks Darcy for his phone. He shakes his head. This is my second favorite line, and my favorite line is in this scene as well. My second favorite line is, "Funny, you're so scary at night," which is, it's all at night. It's the scary shit, Ash. Darcy attempts to walk away as he draws his gun, but is completely mowed down, shot dead. Pat and Amber sit as they wait for the police to arrive. They spot the pit bull, who walks up calmly and, as you said, Ash, lays by his owner. The dog got shot earlier and is given a sedative to allow him to, a little more time to live. Pat then tells Amber he's finally figured it out. What? My Desert Island Band. Amber perfectly says, well, tell someone who gives a shit. And then cuts to black. I love Amber so much. She's the goat of this whole fucking movie. But what do you think of the ending? Are you glad they got out? I am. I'm glad they got out. Yes. I would have really not liked this film if it's like, oh, the skinheads win. like I would not like that.
That's why I think it's a horror film. You always have like a final girl or a final guy or a duo. And that's what makes it like worth rooting for, is that somebody gets to survive, even if there's a lot of obviously death along the way. One funny thing about Amber, both times I watched it, I also watched it a little bit. I wasn't sober when I watched it last night. I don't remember the first time, but both times I questioned if she was actually going to turn on them all the way up until the end.
So did I.
But like I did it both times. I was like, what is wrong with me? I already know what happens, but I'm still like, wait, am I sure? So just kind of a funny thing. She gives off that vibe where she could kind of be a manipulator.
Yeah, where she's very much like arrogant towards them in a way. Yeah, for sure. And it's like I don't know, the way that she killed that dude, I was just like, you've done this before. But like the way that she, even with the box cutter, sliced the dude open, I was like, you've got zero remorse. But at the same time, like her best friend just got killed in front of her. So
she's still coming to the club. She's still a part of this group, even though they're trying to leave it. She's seen some shit.
Yeah, she would have. That's very, very true. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you know what, Imogen? We're not cool. We're not on a good terms now.
She's funny, and is it Pop Star Never Stopping? Yeah, she's the girlfriend. I won't get on sidebar, but yeah, I just wanted to.
She's great in the rom-com with Zac Efron. Is it Are We Officially Dating or something? It's something like that.
Oh, I don't know if I've seen it.
I think it's got a different name in America.
Gotcha.
It's the one with no, it is that one. It's the one with Miles Teller, Michael B. Jordan, and Zac Efron.
Oh, right. I've seen it. I know what you're talking about, but I just can't think of the name.
It's a different name in America. It's a different name.
Okay.
But what do you think about Green Room as a whole? What is your final review? And give me a score.
Gosh, now that we've been talking about it, I feel like 4 is not enough. Like I gave it a 4, high 4. I don't know. It might deserve 4.5. It might just eventually creep up to be a 5 for me. Like, to be honest, like from a filmmaking perspective, tight story, tight script, quick, 90-minute movie with so much good shit happening, great acting, just everything. So I don't know. Maybe it is a 5-star film, but right now I'm going to say high 4, maybe 4.5. And I just think this film is great. It's really disturbing. So yeah, it's not like exactly fun to watch, but I think that the uniqueness of it makes it just really special. Like, it's just different than anything I've ever seen before. And again, Anton Yelchin, he's just amazing.
Yeah, he
That's
is.
the bottom line.
Well, you know me, I love a simple film. I love a closed setting. I love everything that's just like, it's not. I love an epic.
And you're also a simple slut.
I'm a closed setting slut right now. Was it? Yeah, it's closed setting. I'm a simple slut as well as a closed setting slut. I'm a simple whore and a closed setting slut.
There you go. There you go.
Imagine, clip that, chat. I'm a sucker for a simple film, a small like simple storyline, like closed setting. I love it all, and this is like one of the on there with one of the good ones, you
Hmm.
know. So I think it's perfectly acted. I love the storyline. I love the tension that is built. I love how it's not just a simple let's just go kill him or you're gonna die in
Hmm.
there. It's just like they're trying to bargain with them, but also trying to manipulate them. They're gonna kill them. At the end of the day, like I love all of that. I think that is fantastic. So yeah, I'm with you. I'm at a 4, and I think I might even just raise it to a 4.5 now because you. This is what happens with this fucking show, Ash. That
Every
we
time we
keep,
talk about movies,
yeah.
it's because it's exciting to like walk through it and then you realize, oh shit, like this is even better than I thought. So it's-
Sorry, I got a plane coming over my house. I thought I'd just go on mute, but it's still over there. It doesn't matter.
oh,
It is what it is.
you know what? We'll accept it, plain and all.
Welcome to Sydney. So yeah, I think it's confident to say that we both love Green Room.
Yeah.
We love this.
Room, room,
We're killing
fucking
it right now.
rock.
We're killing it right now. So Ash, I went through Letterbox and I got my favorite Letterbox reviews for Green Room.
Love it.
Two were by this wonderful woman named Lucy. Never met her, but from her reviews, I think she's wonderful. First off, she gives it. So this is from Lucy. She goes, "The room was not actually green. 4.5 out of 5. Well done. That's a good review."
Hmm.
Laird says, "Wow, what a tough crowd." 4.5 out of 5. True. Very true, Laird. Very true. Lucy's back again. Says, quote, "Let's pretend." I did like that. That was what Imogen puts of just like, let's pretend to get away
Yeah.
out of here. Let's
He has some really
pretend.
good lines.
Yeah, she's the best. Nothing better than a bad bitch with a box cutter. This is still so gnarly. 4.5 out of 5. Isaac has
Love
said, "It's kind of like Inglourious Bastards, except punk." 4 out of 5.
Brutal.
And Wesley R. Ball, they go, "This review may contain spoilers. My dad sees the girl with a knife stuck in her head near the start. Ew, me. Just wait." 5 out of 5. I love it. I love it. So
That's fantastic.
that is Green Room. We're about to go into our game of the show, but before we do that, next week, Ash, we are watching. We'll repeat this at the end, but in case people will sign off. We're watching Under the Silver Lake. Is that what it's called?
Yes.
I've never seen this film. This is an A24 film that I've never seen, so I can't wait. We're watching Under the Silver Lake to continue our month of A24 films. So please watch that. But we are getting into our game of the show, which is Guess the Cast. People love it. It's going to be me and Ash into it. We both got 5 movies for each other to kind of rattle off. If you get it on the first actor, you get 5 points. If you get it on the last actor, you get 1 point. You get the gist. But Ash, do you want me to go first?
Sure.
So Ash, I've got a first film for you. All right, first film.
Nervous.
First one. For 5 points, Ash, David Duchovny.
David Duchovny. I
David.
feel like I need a photo here.
All right. We're gonna bring a photo.
I'm already sucking. Round 1. Need a photo.
No,
This is the thing about Tyler's game is he has the photo, so that helps to see the face.
You
sometimes.
know, it's X-Files, dude.
Oh, right. Love the X-Files. What is he in? A movie that he's in?
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
Mm-hmm. I think you might have given this one 5 stars.
What?
Maybe. I'll double check.
I honestly cannot think of a single movie that guy has been in. Like, I'm blanking so hard. You better just go to the next actor. I feel like that's going to take me too long.
Well, I just want to see if you've given it. No, you have not given it 5 stars. I completely misread that. For 4 points. For 4 points, you got David Duchovny. You got John Voight. John Voight.
Oh my God, what is it with you and John Voight?
He's a good actor.
I swear to God, if it's another National Treasure movie, I'm gonna lose it. Oh God, Harry, why are you doing this to me? Mine are much easier. John Voight, why can I not think of anything he's been in?
You'll probably start to get it in the next one.
Yeah, just go to the next one.
For 3 points, Ash, you got David Duchovny, you got John Voight, and you have Will Ferrell.
Oh, Will Ferrell. So is this a comedy?
Could be.
Is it... I don't know why I want to say Blades of Glory, but I don't think that's right.
For 2 points, Ash, you should get a good one for you. For 2 points, Ash, David Duchovny, John Voight, Will Ferrell, Owen Wilson.
Oh my God, Owen Wilson.
Owen Wilson
And Will Ferrell.
Yes.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yes.
I literally have nothing on the brain. Like, is Will Ferrell in Wedding Crashers? Wedding Crashers? I don't know. I know it's not that.
Will Ferrell is in Wedding Crashers. He's the
Oh,
mom,
shit.
mom, the meatloaf.
Oh,
Remember?
shit. I didn't even.
But it's not
That's
Wedding
not right,
Crashers.
though.
No. For
Okay.
1 point, David Duchovny, John Voight, Will Ferrell, Owen Wilson, Ben Stiller.
Oh, Zoolander.
Zoolander is correct for 1 point, Ash. Well done. Well done, Ash. Well done.
Wow. Disappointment. Mine are much easier, I feel like. So let's see how you do. My first time, Ash's first time at Guess the Movie from the Cast. Okay,
Ash's first time.
can't can't expect too much. Okay. First actor, Ron Perlman.
And it's supposed to, and it's okay.
Ron Perlman. Your turn to guess, Harry. Now the pressure's on you.
Well, this is what happened with me in Tyler's one, is that like I've got when he said Channing Tatum, and I was just like, the only movie that came to mind was This Is the End, and I'm like, I'm not, the one movie that comes to mind with Ron Perlman as a minor actor is Drive.
It's Drive.
Okay, cool. We're on the board.
So
baby.
I went with a favorite movie of mine. I don't think you rate that as highly as I do, but I was
I
going to
love
go
Drive.
Oscar Isaac and then Bryan Cranston and then
Nice.
Carey Mulligan and Ryan Gosling because I'm fair, okay? I don't pick hard ones.
Hey, Zoolander, you love
Hey,
comedy.
but you knew I wouldn't get that
I
until
thought you
at
would.
least having
I thought
Owen
you would have got. I
Wilson.
thought you would have got it, Will Ferrell.
You believed in me way too much.
All right. Well,
So,
number 2 for 5 points, Jon Favreau.
Favreau, okay.
I'm
Oh, it
up.
could be so many things.
Could
I
be.
also was thinking about the fact, what if we picked the same film?
I was thinking
but
the same
did, like,
thing. I
different?
was thinking the same thing.
It's not Chef because he's like the main character in that. Would you pick my favorite movie? Would you pick I Love You, Man?
So you pick?
Yeah.
Correct. I love you, man. Because I was gonna be. I only pick your favorite movie house.
I take it back.
Because I was gonna go Jon Favreau, then J.K. Simmons, Andy Samberg, Jason Segel, Paul Rudd. So well done.
Nice.
All right. We're cooking here.
Okay. All right. I'm doing better. All right. Movie number 2 for you. I'm throwing out an actor that's been in like nothing, so it should be easy for you. Samuel L. Jackson.
Oh fuck. Oh, you're the worst.
Had to get you back.
Yeah, that's fair. He's got like 200 movie roles,
I know.
but something that he's lower in. Django
Well, it's hard.
Unchained.
No, that's not it. I was gonna say it's hard with only 5 actors because like being the 5th actor down is not even that low sometimes. You
It's
know what I
not,
mean?
yeah.
It's kind of tough. Okay. It's not Django Unchained. It's gonna be Samuel L. Jackson, and the second one is Wayne Knight.
Oh, Newman.
Knight.
Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Yes, nice. I was like in my
Yeah,
head.
it
I
was
was
good.
like, I think it's Jurassic Park. But in my head, I was just like, I'm just making sure that's him, and then it's him with the.
I was worried that was gonna make it too easy, but I was like, well, there are a couple movies that he's been in that you could think of. And then I was gonna go Laura Dern, Jeff Goldblum, and Sam Neill.
Nice. You gotta say the magic word, please, motherfucker, please.
Man, you're too good, Harry. Too good.
I try. For number 3, for 5 points, Ash. Here's your 5-pointer right here. Olivia Wilde,
Olivia Wilde.
or as I pronounce,
Okay.
or as I call her, Olivia Wilde.
Gosh, she's been in a couple things I could think of.
Uh,
Would you
so-
pick Don't Worry, Darling? I don't know. I feel like maybe she has a small role in that. She also has a small role in what's that movie? She's like dating a guy. Oh, I'm blanking. I'm thinking of like a comedy movie. I don't think it'd be Tron Legacy because she's probably be higher up in that movie. I'll just go with Don't Worry, Darling.
Incorrect. Good pick though. 4 points. Olivia Wilde, Chris Pratt.
Olivia Wilde, Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt.
He's a little bit lower on the list too.
Not to be confused with Chris Evans, different guy.
Were you actually being serious about me getting this on Olivia Wilde?
Yeah. I was putting some flair into it,
Okay.
putting some flavor.
Chris Pratt, what have you been in? Is this a fucking animated movie? I swear to God, Harry. Chris Pratt. Why am I just thinking of her right now? Because I know that can't. I don't think Olivia Wilde's in that. See, we don't have the ability to just cut out things on this
Yeah.
podcast, so I
No,
can't
take your
just take
time.
up time. Wow. I only thing I could think of for Chris Pratt being like lower is Her, and then that Take Me Home Tonight movie, which sucked. Um,
So what's your guess?
I'm gonna guess that one because I don't think Olivia Wilde's in Her. I
Incorrect
don't
for
think it's
3
right.
points. Olivia Wilde, Chris Pratt, Amy Adams.
Are you kidding me? Is it Her?
It's her. Yeah,
What the fuck? Olivia Wilde is
she
in that
goes she
movie?
goes on date with Theodore. Remember?
Oh my God, Harry. I
Hey,
cannot believe I almost had it and
you
I
did
fucking fucked it up.
when you're like it's either her or some movie I've never heard of.
I
And you're like,
didn't
I'll
know
go
if
that
you
one.
just did shuffle on my letterbox. It's logged, so I didn't
No.
know. Okay, wow.
No, you still got 3 points though. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Okay,
You
let's
sound
go to
so
your third
defeated.
movie.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
All right,
You
your
gave me
first.
Samuel Jackson for 5
Well, I'm
points.
about to give you another really easy one. Willem Dafoe.
Okay. Willem Dafoe. Willem
Willem Dafoe.
Dafoe. He's in so much.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'm gonna go American Psycho.
Great guess, but that's not it.
Yeah.
Okay, Willem Dafoe, Adrian Brody.
Willem Dafoe.
Adrian
I love
Brody.
Adrian Brody.
He's great.
He's a mad dog. Um,
Adrian Brody. Willem Dafoe. It's tough, huh?
it is.
Scooter is just staring at me right now. Hi, Scooter. Scooter is my dog for listeners.
Hmm.
Come on, Harry, throw something out.
The Grand Budapest Hotel.
Great pick. Not it.
Ah,
Willem Dafoe, Adrian Brody, Edward Norton.
oh, that's still the Grand Budapest Hotel.
Not tricky at all.
Like all three of them are in.
Are they?
Yeah, yeah. Is it French?
Interesting.
They're in all. They're all three of them are in all of these fucking. Is, uh, is it French Dispatch?
No.
Is it?
Great guess, though.
Is the next one gonna be Asteroid City? Like, what's it?
Willem
Give me
Dafoe, Adrian Brody, Edward Norton, Tom Hanks.
Asteroid City. You gave me all these fucking.
How else was I supposed to get you not on 5?
Dude, the first 3 actors are in 6 movies together.
I can't help it if Wes Anderson likes to put the same people in
Oh,
every
man.
single one of his movies.
Did you like that movie?
Asteroid City, definitely not like one of my favorites from him.
No.
I thought it was fine.
I thought it was like a 6 to 7 out of 10.
Yeah, I didn't connect to it as much as other people did.
No, that's a federal fucking questions you gave me there. That's federal.
Well, I'm sorry. You can't always get 5 out here.
Yeah. All right, number 4 for 5 points. Bradley Cooper.
Bradley Cooper. Well, now I'm just thinking about Wedding Crashers because he's pretty low down on the list there. Ooh.
Don't
Or would
answer
you
until
give
I
me
drink.
Wet Hot American Summer? Because I feel like you might, if you know that I like that movie. Let's guess Wet Hot American Summer. Just for
Incorrect.
funsies. Okay.
For 4 points. I do like Wet Hot American Summer.
Did you know that was his debut?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, now I do. 5 points. Bradley Cooper, Christopher Walken, or Christopher Walken.
So is it Wedding Crashers?
Ladies and gentlemen, Wedding Crashes.
I can't believe I did it again. Like,
Correct, yeah.
I actually tricked myself again.
Amen. No,
Wow.
you killed it. Well done.
Wow. Okay.
So wait, you're on.
Number-
You're currently on out of 4. You're on 6 plus 3, 9 plus 4, 13 out of possible 20. That's pretty good so far.
I think you've gotten what, 5 plus 4 plus 3.
Okay,
And you're on number 4 now.
cool.
Okay, first actor. Bonnie Hunt.
I love Bonnie Hunt. I'm a big Bonnie Hunt fan. She's so cool. I love you, Bonnie.
She is pretty cool.
Um,
She's also been in a shit ton.
she has. I'm trying to think like what is one that you would pick.
Trying to get inside my head. When I did that, I confused myself. So just go with your gut.
I'm gonna go with the Green Mile.
Great guess, but no. Great movie.
Unreal movie. I wonder who reviewed it.
I know, I wonder. Bonnie Hunt, and this next one, obviously, feel free to look up if you need to. John Ratzenberger.
I know John Ratzenberger. Are you talking about Cars?
No, I'm not talking about Cars.
Damn it.
Great guess, though. All right. Bonnie Hunt, John Ratzenberger, Jennifer Tilly.
Who the hell is Jennifer Tilly?
You want a picture?
Yes, please.
You're going to be like, oh, I think, unless you haven't seen these movies. I'm getting you a photo right now. This is Jennifer Tilly. Can you see?
Yeah.
I was not trying to confuse you. I thought you would know who she was. Jennifer Tilly.
Yeah, I've never heard of Jennifer Tilly. I'm trying to think of other Bonnie Hunt films. Are you trying to do?
I don't know.
You trying to give me a fucking another animated movie like I gave you?
I don't know, Harry.
Um,
Why would I ever do that if you did that to me?
I know.
Doesn't make any
I
sense.
know. I know. You're much nicer.
Mm-hmm.
Like you wouldn't do that to me.
Never.
You wouldn't do that to me. Well, Ratzenberger's in fucking Ratzenberger's makes it Pixar. Is what I'm thinking. Oh, what else? Monsters Inc.
Yes. Nice. Nice pull.
I was
Harry.
like Ratzenberger. I was like,
that. I knew you'd get on the next one, which was going to be Billy Crystal and then
Yeah,
John
yeah.
Goodman. So Jennifer Tilly is the girlfriend.
oh,
She's a very
the
particular
snakes?
voice, and she's also from like the Bride of Chucky movie.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I was thinking about John Ratzenberger. I know that Bonnie Hunt was in. Have you
Well,
heard?
they were in a bunch of stuff together, like all the Toy Story movies, pretty much. They were both in, or at
Yeah.
least the third and fourth one. So
Have you heard my Roz impression of in Monsters Inc?
no,
I'm watching you, Wazowski. Always
that's pretty
watching.
good.
Thank you.
I looked away to see it. I
Yeah.
heard it. Nice work.
Well
Great
done,
movie.
Wazowski. Well done.
You sound so nasally.
She's great. All right, for your fifth and final, 5 points. Nick Offerman.
Nick Offerman. Oh, my
You
boy.
gave me Jennifer Tilly for the 3 points. Just want to put that out there to the cast and crew. Jennifer Tilly. So no one's heard of her. No one.
Yeah, I have. If you're a Chucky fan, you have.
Yeah.
She's a very particular voice, Harry.
If you're Ash and the fellow 3 Chucky fans, then you might have. Yeah.
You know what?
Hey, I still
Okay.
got it.
Okay. Don't distract me. Nick Offerman, the first thing that's coming to my mind, so I'm just going to say it, is We're the Millers? I think that's what it's called.
Great pick. No. 4 points.
Damn.
Nick Offerman, Dave Franco. Not to be confused with his brother, who is you know.
21 Jump Street?
Correct. 21 Jump Street. Well done. Epic.
Woohoo.
So you've
4 points.
gotten 1 point plus 5, 6, plus 3, 9, plus 4, 13, plus 4, 17. You're only got 17.
Scooter's joining us at this point in the podcast.
Well, that's like Scooter was actually the first point of cast for one of the pit bulls in Green Room.
Yes. He's terrifying.
Yeah. Could you imagine?
So terrifying. He thinks he is.
That's awesome.
Okay, Harry, for your final movie,
Give it to me.
cast number 1 is Lindsay Fonseca.
Okay. Who the hell is Lindsay Fonseca?
I think she's one that when you see a picture, you'll be like,
Okay.
oh, okay. Not like Jennifer Tilly, where you were like, no, don't know.
Yeah.
This is Lindsay.
Hello.
Do you recognize her?
Not at all.
She's the daughter in How I Met Your Mother.
Oh, thank you. Now I know. Okay.
You being serious? Now you know, or you still don't know?
No, I do know. And like now I can picture her.
Oh, okay.
She was in comedies, wasn't she? She was in. I reckon you. There's 2 that I know that she's in. I know she's in Hot Tub. I know she's in Kick-Ass. And I think this is. I'm trying to get into your mind. I'm thinking you're gonna try and give me a Nicolas Cage film. You're gonna try and skirt in there. I'm gonna go Kick-Ass.
Incorrect. Nice guess, though. And not to make it any more confusing, Lindsay Fonseca, Clark Duke.
Who the hell are these actors?
I'm going to give you 2 photos this game. Is that the max or is it 3?
No, that's right. I'll figure it out.
I'm not trying to be unfair. I just don't remember the rules.
Is Clark Duke the... It's in Kick-Ass, right?
Maybe.
I think he is. He's in Kick-Ass.
Yes, he is in Kick-Ass.
Are you trying to give me Kick-Ass number 2? Is that what you're trying to do? You trying to...
I actually thought that about when I said 21 Jump Street. I was like, wait, is he going to actually pull 22 Jump Street right now?
That's funny.
I thought about that.
I don't know if he's in Hot Tub. I don't think you've given me Kick-Ass 2 because that maybe sucks. I don't know if he's in Hot Tub. I know she's in Hot Tub. Hot Tub Time Machine.
Correct.
Yes.
Nice job. I was trying to confuse you all the way up till the next one. I was going to be Sebastian Stan, then Craig Robinson, and John Cusack.
Fuck yeah. Good picks.
You're a lot better at confusing me than I am you. You're just too good, Harry.
You gave me Jennifer Tilly.
You still got it on the third one.
Lindsay Fonseca and Clark Duke.
Whatever, you still won. I think
Household names.
Shut up. You got 5, then 4, then 3, so you're 12, and then 16, 20. Calm down. You got 20.
I could do better, you know?
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what I'm working with. Mr. Harry Argyle, the king of trivia and guess the cast.
God, this still got my, before we ended this, I still got my friendship bracelet from the Eras Tour. From the Eras Tour. It says PTBBITB, which everyone knows is from the hit film Con Air. Put the bunny back in the box. Well done. Well, that is our episode number 25, I think it is. Number 25 for the Love, Death and Movies podcast. Today, of course, we reviewed through Green Room. You've heard everything, but next week we're going to be reviewing Under the Silver Lake, another A24 film. I've got no idea what it's about. I would rather not know what it's about. I love to go into movies blind. You know that about me. So please watch that before tuning in for next week. But until then, follow us on everything. It's all across. All our links are in the description. Everything's on the screen here. We've passed 50 subscribers on YouTube. I think that's pretty cool.
I know, it's so awesome.
I think that's pretty cool. Awesome. So we're gonna be gun hoing towards 100, which will be good fun. But yeah, in the next couple of weeks we're gonna have a bunch of different guests on. We won't say who, which will be good fun. But yeah, till next time, I'm Harry. This is Ash. This is the Love, Death and Movies, and we'll see you at the movies.